Let's go over this. Okay. So ignore ignore how bad these look. This isn't actually an editor or anything, which is like more of an Excel sheet. So what I've been doing for like the past like year is go Sorrow Blade into Bone Saw. This into this. So that like and I've always felt something wrong with it. I've always felt something wrong with this. Here we can actually put. Wait a sec. We can put me up here. Nice. Okay. I've always felt something wrong with this, because it's like what I want to build has always been this. This is awful, by the way, but it'll work. This is like, to me, has always been like the build in my head for burst. Don't get me wrong. As much as I like I love Bonesaw and Baron. Oh, I love it. But like against a good team, like you are a relatively slow shooting character, like building a Bonesaw rather than just having the upfront damage of a tension bow, I'd rather have the tension bow. The problem is with this. This is what I want. Then if this is what I want, why have I been doing it? The problem with this is that until you get to Torntrig, can you tell me where the attack speed is in this build? Now I get it. Like you're not exactly caring about attack speed of Baron. If you want attack speed, you just want the reason why you build this is because you just want the burst. You want like auto be on top of yourself to get instant double auto, and basically you just got 3 attacks, similar to like a Ringo auto attack cancel with A and B. It's kind of like that. Having auto cancels using his B is usually how you get your quote unquote attack speed. But it's just nice that it's just not. I want this, but I also want like some attack speed thrown into this. And as I spat all over my keyboard, the way I thought about it is, wait, so tension bow is for the armor pierce. You're a Baron. The enemy team's gonna build armor pierce. What if I go Bone Saw second item, and then go Tyrant's Monocle? Now, but why can't I just go like Torntrig third item? Realistically, I could, and I've always thought that I could, but I've always wanted. I want like full 200 weapon power, max cooldown lower on B by third item. That being said, I realized how much does Bonesaw give again? Bonesaw gets 30, right? So this goes 125 into 120, 150 infused into 200. Tyrant's Monocle just puts you there permanently. So what I thought is that instead of like, well, I've been brainstorming for the past like week, is that like instead of going Sorrow Blade, Bonesaw, Tyrant's Monocle, Torntrig, and I don't think Baron really needs to double up on attack speed items. He just Torntrig plus Infusion gives him, I think, all the attack speed he wants. At least that's how I feel, as like playing. I've been thinking, what if like somewhere. You're gonna build it anyway. Right? I mean, I was thinking it was gonna build in the Bonesaw originally, but then I realized, wait, what am I thinking in my head? I took the Bonesaw out of the build, right? Excuse me. Is that somewhere between like halfway through item 1, like maybe do a back, and then let's say you back and you buy Heavy Steel, 6 Sins, and you have like extra 800 gold, you know your next back is gonna get you Sorrow. Maybe you build a Swiss shooter there, and like between like this area, you want that, and then like a blazing salvo in between where you want like in between like after you build a tension bow, you build a tyrant's monocle. So you know, so you're getting some attack damage here. It's only 300 gold. It's bearable at least. And then maybe you can skip the blazing salvo. I would definitely rather get a tyrant's monocle. I mean, definitely get a tension bow before blazing salvo. But then you can go swift shooter between these two. Then after second I'm blazing salvo, and you can still get full 200 weapon power max B, off of 2 items plus infusion, which I still want. This actually just gives like this. I think this gives me whatever I want, right? I want tyrants. Good spelling, by the way. I want tyrants third. But I also want some. I don't want to build a full Torn trigger between these. Some attack speed. Right? Between items one. This is terrible handwriting with the mouse, by the way. I'm not even sure what you were supposed to read this. We're just gonna ignore that. In fact, here I'm gonna save some face and pretend like I didn't even write that. In fact, here we're just gonna. Hey, look, there's some scribble. There's some eraser shavings on the. Those are eraser shavings I left over. I feel like this is what I want, right? I want Tyrant's third. I want to be able to have full 200. I want to be able to have full 200 weapon power with off of 2 items and plus infusion. And I want attack speed thrown in. I think this is like the best way to do it. This also gives me a second way to build. Like this will probably be my new main build. This is probably gonna be my new main build. But if the enemy team has like a big front line, like a lance front line, but also with a relatively tanky jungler, like fights are gonna go on. Like I don't know. Arona, I guess. This could be a secondary, but I think I like this. I don't know why it took me so fucking long to like think about. Wait, what if I just buy Swift Shooter? Because in my head I was thinking like, okay, well, Sorrow Blade doesn't have attack speed. This doesn't have attack speed. This doesn't have attack speed. But it's like, wait, why don't you just spare literally 300 gold to buy this component? I think I'm gonna be a lot happier off of this. Alright. Oops.